Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to continue my playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm supposed to go speak with Morgan, but I'm going to run around and talk to some other folks, see why I'm here, and kind of catch up on what everybody's thinking and feeling before we go
We're marching soon.
talk to Morgan.
Will you be coming to the readings? After what happened, I just assumed.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The Archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
We'll deal with whatever he throws at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
We'll face Corypheus together.
There is not another man I would be more proud to fight beside. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, the man I love, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
I don't care what's next, as long as we're together.
And if I am named Divine,
We can still be together.
can we? I'm not so certain. You haven't lost me yet.
Okay, we had to have a little tender moment there. Let's see. Who do we want to go talk to now? Cullen. Wait. Let's go talk to... We don't want to talk to her yet. Cole, nah, I ain't too interested. Cole has to say, what's this? Oh, that's the war. Let's come down here and talk to Josephine. Josephine wasn't there when we battled the bad guys, so see what she's been up to.
It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
Now that sounds more dangerous than anything I've done so far.
And there is the wit that reassures us. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
Okay. Let's go talk to the hateful girl.
If you require any assistance.
It's a noble calling, the Knight Enchanter. You have joined the ranks of the most select mages. You should be commended. So few have the discipline necessary.
I'm pleased you approve of my choice.
You have your moments, my dear.
I don't know if she's even worth talking to, really, to be honest. I ain't really done a whole lot with her. Excuse me. Maybe in another playthrough in another time. I don't know. What? Oh wait, we already been here. Sorry, Josephine. I got confused.
Inquisitor.
Oh. Get lost in here. Let's talk to Varric and see what he's got to say about everything.
So, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this. We went to an elven rune, so a witch could consume a pool of magical goo and then walked through a mirror. And wound up back here. Have I mentioned that the shit that happens to you is crazy? I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal?
Let's see if he'll tell me about Bianca now.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
Yeah, let's see what's going on between him and Bianca. Why is the guild? How do you? Let's start with this.
How do you know Bianca? The lady. I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with, mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas, surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
All right.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure.
So we got the
I'll
inside.
be here.
We got the inside story on Bianca. Let's go. Wait. Where's Solace? He's nowhere to be found. What's going on with him? Interesting. He might be upset because we invaded the sacred holy place. I guess. I don't know what's this. Oh, let's go. I don't want to go that way. Oh, there he is. Oh, you hiding over there, huh? Hey, dude. Whatever.
The Temple of Mythal sounds truly astounding. I would have liked to have seen it.
Yeah, it should have
What
took
will
you
you
with
do
me.
with the power of the well once Corypheus is dead?
I'm not arrogant enough to think it's my decision alone. Whatever happens, we'll do it together.
You think to share your power, to avoid the temptation to misuse it. A noble sentiment, but ultimately a mistake.
Why?
Because while one selfless man may walk away from the lure of power's corruption, no group has ever done so.
Okay.
There's a first time for everything.
Perhaps, but it will not be this time. I believe even you know that.
Why is this so important to you?
I do not agree with everything you have done, Inquisitor. Your actions have been short-sighted. You have made mistakes, but they are your mistakes. You cannot correct them unless you claim them. Honor your mistakes. In the end, they may be all you have. Forgive my melancholy. Corypheus has cost us much. The Temple of Mythal did not deserve such a fate. The orb he carries, and its stolen power, that at least we may still recover. With luck, some of the past may yet survive.
I don't know. So is he leaving?
Thank you, Solus. We couldn't have done this without you.
You are welcome.
I got distracted, so I'm not really sure. I guess he is leaving. No. Not really sure. Slightly confused by his behavior. Okay, let's go on up here and talk to the other folks. Like Dorian, and let's see what Dorian has to say. This ought to be interesting. Yeah.
What happened at the Elven Temple? It's got me thinking. I should go back, shouldn't I? To Tevinter. Once this is done. If we're still alive. All my talk of how terribly wrong things are back home. But what do I do about it? Nothing.
How does this relate to the Elven Temple?
That elf, Abelas. He said the Imperium wasn't what destroyed the elves. My people would never accept that. It would reduce us to scavengers, destroy our legacy no matter how terrible. But we should accept it. Take our history down a peg. Confront the legacy hanging over us like a shroud. Maybe not all of us want to, but that could be altered. If you can change minds, so can I.
Someone with your impeccable taste could transform Tevinter.
I hope you're right. You usually are. It might surprise you to know that you're the one who inspired me. You're shaping the world, for good or ill. How could I aspire to do any less? If it means proving that Tevinter can be better, that there's hope even for my homeland, I would do anything.
Alright, Dorian. You got your goal. I'm not interested in Fiona. I'm not interested in her. Let's see if I got anything to drop off here. Although I'm not really sure exactly what that's supposed to do. Oh, it gave me some influence. Okay. Let's see what my girl Liliana is. Where is she? Is that her over there? Yeah. Let's talk to her and see what she's got to say about everything. What? Oh. She looks all contemplative.
I was pondering who might be divine, and it suddenly occurred to me. Is it so ridiculous for the Grand Clerics to support me? Why shouldn't they?
It just flashed real bright right there, so it makes me think this is a very important. What would you do? I'll support you. You should be divine. I'll support her. I'd rather have her be divine than my girlfriend Cassandra. I'm being selfish.
I think you would make a good divine.
I am glad to hear it. Your support may persuade the Grand Clerics to vote in my favor. Justinia wanted the Chantry to grow, but her reforms never took root. She was held back by tradition and was too gentle to force change. I won't make that mistake.
You never know. Justinia might have succeeded if she hadn't been caught in a giant blast of magic.
I won't make that mistake either. Justinia thought the circles needed to change. But why stop there? The Chantry alienated potential allies by brutalizing elves and belittling dwarves. If we could bring them into the fold, wouldn't we have peace? There are those who would cling to the old ways, of course. But they will see. I would make them see. But I've rambled on too long. I am not divine. Yet.
Okay. Who else do we need to talk to? Talk to her. Talk to Dorian. Talk to Varric. Talk to old Vivienne. Blech. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if I can fast travel and talk to, wait. We know about her. Who is this? Cole? We talked to her and Cullen. I don't know if I can get to Cullen from where I am. Can I get to him? I'm going to have to go outside to get to him. Let's come down here. We need to talk to old crazy Sarah girl too if we can find her. I had trouble finding these folks. They in some of these places where it makes it hard to find. The heck? Not really sure what this is. I don't think there's anybody in this one, right? See, I get confused. Who's who here? I don't know if she's in here. Surgeon. No. And this guy, I think he's like the crafts or some. Not really sure what he's got going on. Not anything I can do with him.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. Let's see if it's over here. Well, let's talk to the scout girl. Yeah.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
Seeker Cassandra came through here, looking like a storm cloud. That's just her face, though, isn't it?
I should go.
Yeah, okay.
A fine day to you.
Here's Cream. See what if he's got anything to say about it.
Most of the charges are still at the Temple of Mythal. I'm Mr. Crazy Fine.
Yeah, what were you doing, man? Just sitting in here drinking all day. What the hell? Get a life.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, he's useless. Let's see what Bull's up to.
Of course.
So to kill Corypheus, all we have to do is kill his dragon first? That's easy. We're good at killing shit. Just one more big fight to put this Magister asshole down for good. I knew you'd get us here, boss.
I think it'll probably be a little harder than just one more fight.
I did say it'd be a big one, boss.
So you did, Bull. So you did.
Okay. Good talk. Good talk.
Right. That's why.
Now I gotta fight Sarah. She's around in here somewhere, and I never can remember how to get to her. Ah. I don't think this is right. Can't go out that way. I think she's upstairs? Yeah, okay. Look out, Cabot. You in the way, dude. Dick Cabot.
Of course.
Where's old crazy Sarah girl? I know she's around here somewhere. I'll find her.
We were set to lose how many? And the charges blew through and saved the lot.
I know. That wasn't
She got like a room somewhere.
Of course. I'll take their help over dying again.
Here. Here she is. What's she doing?
I'm sorry. Oh wait, no I'm not. It's just the funniest, isn't it? That creaky old Abelas in Mythal saying the elves weren't destroyed by Tevinter.
If that's a joke, I don't get it.
Everyone is always, oh, poor elves, victims of this and whatever. But the Empire hates itself. Love it. Like being sad makes them better than me. Turns out they're not victims. They're the same as everyone else. Arseholes. Plus, a big old temple full of demon-worshipping lies. Grand, that.
Huh? I don't know. I had the hardest time understanding her.
Why are you dismissing what happened in Mythal?
Of course. None of it holds up. I mean, it was impressive and all. Makes the Dalish look like tits for living in the woods, but so what? There can't be a bunch of gods and the Maker. Don't matter how much or little you believe, those don't fit. So call me stupid, but I believe the stuff not made up by dead people who failed. Mythal is a ruin full of demons. I mean, it just makes sense, right?
Well, you know, she could be right. Let's see this. See what she says.
There's so much history there. What if some of it is true?
No, now you're stupid. You can't think that because it's stupid.
But everything we saw.
Why believe it? Because Abelas looked weird? If that's all it takes, Coryphe's shitheel is full of lumpy truth. You're not even an elf. Why are you being so damned elfy? You're the frigging herald of Andraste. Every time you open your mouth, you'll sound like an idiot.
Well, all right, now let's not get too personal. Yeah, that hasn't stopped you.
Well, it works for you, so I'm in good company.
Words are dumb. Haven't had an argument yet I can't end with arrows. Let me know when you want me to discuss it with Coryphe shit.
Okay. So she's an elf that doesn't like being an elf, is about what I get from her.
No, they don't.
It's just what I heard.
How do I get down from here? Alright, so I think I've talked to everybody, right? That.
I'll keep an eye
Oh, I
out.
haven't talked to Colin and Cole yet. I haven't talked to those two guys. And these are the other two that's hard to find where they're at. I don't never remember how to get to them. You like have to run all over the damn world to try to find them. You know, couldn't they put them like in a Get out of the way. I'm on a mission. Running all over this damn castle. Look, as long as we've been in here, couldn't they clean this damn place up yet? I mean, what the hell? Uh-oh. Where am I? Is this Cole?
Have you seen otherwise?
True enough.
Yeah, it's Cole. He's another weird one.
That's why.
Right, he wanted
Right. That's why.
Solace to bound him because he's a demon or something he claims to be.
Corypheus died, and then he didn't. That's why he always felt wrong, like he didn't fit inside himself. He wears another man's life. I thought dying was forever.
It's hard for any of us to make sense of. Corypheus is using ancient magic.
We still need the amulet. The one Solus talked about. I can't fight Corypheus without it. I won't. But is it him? Is he real? If a man can be dead and then not... There was a young man. He died alone. I didn't know how to help. Could I have saved him?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I hardly understand any of this myself.
I get heavy when I think of him. It pushes me down, holds me here. It would hurt less to forget.
If it helps you, Cole, let it go.
Is he gonna jump?
Forget. Forget.
Cole?
It's still here. I'm still here. For a while, anyway.
Oh, hey, how you doing? They're trying to get Origins remastered along with 2. Yeah, I don't guess that would be a problem. Oh. Sorry you can't link, but maybe if you post a link or something to wherever your petition's at, I'll go and look at it. The great one. Yeah, this is my first time playthrough. I had did a survey asking me about the types of games I enjoy playing, and at the end of the survey, this was the #1 recommendation for me. So, and I had a lull in some of my games while I'm waiting for new games to come out. I try to play games that have stories to them, involve stories. So, and I understand that Origins and 2 were pretty, pretty popular. These are pretty popular games with people. Let me talk to Cullen.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide. I shall not be left to wander the drifting roads of the beyond. For there is no darkness in the Maker's light, and nothing that he has wrought shall be lost.
A prayer for you.
For those we have lost, and those I am afraid to lose.
I'm glad you haven't lost your faith.
I've questioned it at times, but I found comfort in faith when life offered little. Corypheus will retaliate. It's only a matter of time. We must draw strength wherever we can.
Are we prepared?
We will be. I should return to my duties. There's more to be done.
Well, he didn't tell me much, did he? Alright. So I think that should be just about everybody. Except for Mordenkainen. Look at this book just floating here in the